Hello, I'm Pastor Dan Herendine here at First Brethren Church of Elkhart, and this is my associate, Dusty. We're here today to welcome you to Dry Bones. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is dry bones and why is this guy standing next to a skeleton? Both really good questions. Dry Bones is a series of short videos that get their inspiration from the Old Testament book of Ezekiel, specifically chapter 37. In Ezekiel 37, God gives the prophet Ezekiel a vision of a valley that the floor is strewn with old dried up bones. God says to Ezekiel, speak to the bones, and Ezekiel does, and the bones begin to move, come together, and reassemble into, you guessed it, skeleton. But not just one skeleton or two, but an army of skeletons. Then it says that God puts flesh on the bones and skin over the flesh. And then he breathes life into what used to be dead is now a living individual, an army of living individuals. See, that vision really represents the spiritual condition of God's people at that time. They were dried up and dead, but God's showing them that he's going to give them new life. That's what dry bones is all about. Each week we'll have a video, short video, 4 to 5 minutes, to look at a topic, spiritual topic, that if we're willing to be honest and think about it and apply it to our life, will help us get into a position where we can receive what God has for us. Because only God can give us spiritual life. Only God can take that which is dead and make it alive again. So each week we'll look at a topic. If you examine it, look at it, adjust your life, you will put yourself in a position to be able to receive what God has for you. Now, you may be someone who you've heard the name of Jesus before, but you don't know really anything about him. You know, you get up every day, you live your life, you go through all the things of this life, the stresses and the difficulties and the hardships and the struggles, and sometimes it may seem like you barely make it to the end of the day. In the back of your mind, knowing that tomorrow is probably going to be very much like today. And you may be asking yourself, is this really all there is to life? I mean, day to day, just struggle, just survive. God's answer to you is, no, I got a lot more for you. Or you may be an individual who's gone to church all your life. In fact, you're there a lot. So much so that the fabric on your pew is starting to wear thin. You do the things of religion. You do the activities, you do the rites and the rituals and the traditions and all the things there are to do. And yet, somehow something seems missing. Your experience with Jesus seems more about religion than relationship. And you may be asking yourself, is this all there is? God's answer to you is, no, I have a lot more for you. That's what Dry Bones is about. Each week we'll tackle a different topic to put ourselves in position to receive what God has for us. If this is something that seems to interest you, please join us. Each week there'll be a new video. Just come to the First Brethren Church of Elkhart, Indiana Facebook page. We'll be there. If this is something that you may know somebody you think might benefit from this, please feel free to share the post. On behalf of Dusty and myself, we want to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy day to watch this introductory video. We hope to see you here next week on Dry Bones. Until then, have a great week. God bless you.